Hi, I'm Josh Mahar and I'm with Kansas State Research and Extension, and today we're going to walk through how to take a water sample. The first thing that we'd recommend is that you do a little reconnaissance on the site that you're going to be taking a water sample from. For today's video we're going to be sampling from a pond. So make sure that there wasn't any heavy rainfall the night before, make sure there's not mud, or we don't want you to fall in the water or get stuck. So second step would be to fill out your submission form, whatever water testing lab you're doing your samples with. Make sure you get a form that you can give them your contact information and identify where the sample was taken. I mean, we could be taking multiple samples from this pond, so you want to make sure that the sample matches up with what's on the form, and also make sure you label your water bottle. So we have pond on our bottle here. It's very important that before you take the sample you wash your hands with soap and water. If you do have gloves, wear them. For the purpose of our video we're going to wear some gloves here, but they're not required. And since we are doing a pond water sample, it's important that you get about 10 feet from the bank to actually get a representative sample of what the pond water is. We don't want stuff on the bank here. As you can see, we have some algae and some other sediment that's washed up here on the bank. So it's important to be able to get your sample out as far as you can safely. I took a piece of masking tape. You can use duct tape or whatever, some sort of strong tape, and fasten the bottle to the end of the stick. And I will show you how to do that here. And this is a 100 milliliter bottle, again provided by the lab. Kind of a quick little crash course on the movement. Again, we want to get about 10 feet out, about 6 to 12 inches deep, and we want to make sure that when we are coming up from the water we're about 45-degree angle so that we get all those air bubbles out of the bottle and take a nice representative sample. Okay, so I'm ready to take my sample here. We're going to go ahead and unscrew the cap. Make sure that the cap doesn't touch anything else. I wouldn't put it on the ground. I wouldn't touch it to any other surfaces, maybe your finger, because you're going to definitely contaminate the lid, and then once you contaminate the lid, then you've probably contaminated your whole sample. So trying to be as sterile as possible, I'm going to go ahead and put the cap on my cooler. And I'm going to go ahead and mine my footing here. Luckily I have these nice concrete bricks to stand on. And we're going to go straight down, scoop, and then 45-degree angle out. So for our lab we need about 100 milliliters, and there's a little 100 milliliter hashtag right here, or indicator. So we had actually sampled a little bit much, so I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit out. We just need a hair over that 100 milliliters. Alright, I'll go ahead and cap my sample. And then I will take it off of my pool stick. And then we recommend that you make sure that the cap is definitely screwed on tight. Throw the actual bottle in with a plastic bag so that there's no water going in or out of this bag, kind of a secondary containment. And then we recommend you throw it on ice. We need to have this sample less than 50 degrees for the duration until it is actually tested at the lab. So throw it in a nice cooler and then slap your shipping label on there to get it to your appropriate lab. And there you have it. From all of us here at Kansas State Research and Extension, we thank you for your time.